Is this a fake pump or a not so fake pump? Because everyone is talking about the new bull market, the restart of the bulls, the re-engagement of the pump, and everyone should respect the pump, as HeroTag said. It's very funny for me. However, there are still some signs, some reasons, some behind the curtain facts that doesn't give us any reasons why the pump should happen, why should it continue, and why we should believe that from here we will go and reach the all-time high and beyond, and we reach the 100, 300 and 400,000 Bitcoin price, which people are already, let's just say, projecting in 2023. So let's discuss about the three main reasons why I don't think that this is a bull run, why I think that this is kind of fake out, a relief rally, and we might go back to the 15,000s. I don't know if that was the bottom, but we might see some more dips, in my opinion. And 2023, even though it is very possible that in the first half or the first quarter will be very interesting and we will see more rallies, I think by the end of the year we will be somewhat in the same situation as we were in 2022, just 1 month ago. So let's start. Let's start with a simple TA, trading analysis. As you can see, Bitcoin is on the 23,000. Yes, we reached it. Now it is very undecided where to go. You can see the VIX here on the daily. That means that there is already some selling pressure, which probably comes from the miners because they just got into the range where the miners are profitable and probably they need to cover some expenses. You can also see it on Crypto Quant. I will put a picture here that some miners are selling, and it is understandable. It was a relief for them, and with this price action, obviously we just deleted the FUD and the crash of the FTX, which is very nice. But will we see new all-time highs? Will we see the reach of the price target of the $56,000, which is coming from this falling wedge, which is happening for more than a year? It is for 1 year and 4 months now. So it's been a long drama until today. Now we are having a better sentiment, but how long will it last? I will also check on Ethereum. As you can see, it's at around 1,600. It is very clear for me here that it broke out of the falling wedge. However, if we want to connect these two lines, we are still in it. We still didn't break out of this triangle. And as you know, triangles can be both bearish and bullish, depending where it breaks out. We already touched the downside, and now we are kind of attacking the higher prices. However, this almost $1,700 seems a very strong resistance. Let's go forward. Around. Now, EGLD is at the $45, and as you can see, I have it highlighted here as a resistance, and we can see it as a resistance. You can go back in my videos and you can see that I put these lines months ago. So I do think that this is a very interesting and very important resistance. If we go through this resistance, I think in no time we will reach to the $64, but there is a big if we break through, because we didn't break through yet. And if you'd like to see an interesting coin for trade, but I don't recommend trading obviously, that is MATIC. Because as you can see, MATIC broke out, and if I switch to the daily, MATIC broke out pretty significantly from the downtrend, which is coming again from 2021 December. And I can see some bullish movements here. Obviously some other coins as well, but I'm watching MATIC because I think it's pretty stable. However, we are also seeing some kind of bearish divergence on the RSI. If you want to trade, maybe MATIC is something which you should watch. It had the breakout, as you can see here, and also it seems that the confirmation happened. Now it is sitting on the support, and I think it could go to the 1.2526. However, I don't know how the market will stand at that point and if it can break it through. Now, let's go and talk about the three major reasons why I don't think that we will just re-engage the bull market, and why I don't think that we will just go full bull and break all-time highs and double, triple, and 10x Bitcoin and 100x altcoins in price. And the reasons, believe it or not, are very simple. I'm gonna check the US because it is a very good indicator. I don't think it is very different on other continents or other countries. Therefore, and of course, we have more data here and it's in English. Okay, so credit card balances jumped 15%. So this article was from 16th of November. However, I don't think that much has changed since then. We could see many articles that the credit card balances for people are jumping up because the inflation just hit. The prices in products still didn't come down. So even if we see on the charts here that the US oil is very low now. I mean, comparing to what it was on June 2022, I mean, it came down like 50%, even more. However, if we go to the petrol stations, if we go to buy some products in the supermarkets, things are not cheaper. Everything is still keeping its price. The price for the products is still the same as it was at the peak of the inflation. Therefore, it is no surprise that the credit cards balances are jumping up, and the reason why this is very important, I'm going to tell you at the end of the video. Next one, it's United States existing home sales. Now, as you can see, this was in 2022, and the existing home sales are coming down pretty steep, and this is no other in Europe as well. However, in some countries, I know that, for example, in Romania, the prices are not going down. However, for example, in Hungary, because I am following Hungary, they do come down pretty aggressively. I get alerts like almost daily that they are taking down the prices by 10,000 euros. However, that bubble was also blew up very much by the government, so it is not very easy to say what is the real value of some of the real estate. People just don't buy anymore those houses, and yeah, the owners who want to sell are forced to take the prices lower. Now, the next reason, obviously, or the next fact is tied to this one directly, and that is the steep drop in mortgage lending. People just cannot go and cannot take out mortgages. This, again, the article is from November, but it doesn't really matter because nothing has changed since then, since the rates are still the same. And yes, I mentioned the rate. That is the federal fund, the base rates, which are going up since December 2021 or January 2022. We still didn't see this flat line. That is what we are waiting for. So I agree with many other YouTubers or analysts or anybody who is talking about the effective rates that the bottom will be when we see this kind of a flat line. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin will return to 15,000. It doesn't mean that it needs to go to 10,000. This can be Bitcoin being at 30,000 because we had so much shit happening in the space. I think if we check the price, let me just go back. So here is the chart, obviously, where you can see the 2017 all-time high. Now we went back, obviously, and it might happen that if we don't continue to pump, we just return to this price range. As you can see, there's a lot of volatility here. That is also a lot of trading volume, and this is becoming a very important support, the 20k, 21k. So this could have been only a black swan, and 20k, or the previous all-time high, could be the bottom. I'm not saying that we are gonna crash from here. I'm just saying that let's tame our euphoria, because it might happen that from here we go sideways. Okay, so that is the reason of me making this video. Now, since the CPI data came out and it's shown that the inflation is coming down, and I think they prognose somewhere to 3.9% or something like that, everyone is expecting that the Fed's next rate hike will be 0, meaning that the flat line will start. I'm not saying it couldn't happen. I'm just saying that they never confirmed something like that, because even in January they said that they are gonna target a 4.5%, which is also the highest level in 15 years, but they are not going to stop the rate hikes because they still want to go back to 2%. And that's very interesting, because if that happens, if that 4.25%, 4.5% happens, I do expect Bitcoin's price to go a bit lower, to maybe consolidate a bit, because I think that the market priced in right now, that the Fed is just gonna come out and say that, hey, the inflation dropped so much that this time we are not gonna increase the rates, and we are just gonna continue to monitor until the end of Q2, and we will decide then whether we should keep this rate or maybe decrease it or increase it more. So therefore, yeah, anything can happen. However, I don't think that we are going to go to the all-time high. And I would be very happy to be mistaken. I would be very happy to see that we are gonna just shoot out and go and rip all the all-time highs for all the coins, because that would also make me a lot of money. So yeah, these are the reasons. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.